If you're a coach, a healer, an author, or a conscious creator, someone who knows that you're here to help people, but your business isn't reflecting that on the bottom line yet, then this video is for you, because I'm going to walk you through the key principles of building a personal brand around your purpose that actually makes money, not just content that gets attention. And if you stay with me till the end, you're going to see exactly where you might be making noise instead of building something that creates income. Here's the hard truth. You can have a powerful message. You can genuinely want to help people. You can even show up consistently, and you can still not make money. So the real question is, are you building a business around your purpose, or are you just making noise online? Is it a hobby? So there are a few key principles that separate the two. And if even one of these is missing, you'll feel like you're working, you're blogging, you're posting, creating content, showing up, but nothing is actually moving. And I know this because I've lived this. So let me save you some time, some energy, some effort, and hopefully some money. So here's the problem. Most purpose-driven entrepreneurs don't struggle because they lack value. They struggle because maybe they're afraid to be fully seen. They question themselves. They don't feel expert enough. They live into the imposter syndrome. They don't want to be too bold or too much, so they soften their message. They hold back their truth, their authenticity. They say things in a way that won't offend anyone. But the people who actually build something, they say the thing. They show up fully. They understand that you don't become confident and then share your message. You share your message and then you become confident. So, this is the identity shift you need to make. If you want to turn your purpose into profit, you have to start showing up as the person who already is. Not someday, now. Who would you be right now if your work was already reaching thousands or millions? How would you speak? What would you wear? What would you stop tolerating in your life? What would you finally say? Because most people are still creating content from who they've been instead of who they're becoming, and people can feel that. So let's start here with your superpower. Did you know you had one? A superpower? A lot of purpose-driven entrepreneurs get stuck here too, because they try to help everyone. They talk about everything. They have a great deal of knowledge, and they end up spreading themselves thin. But clarity is what creates income. You don't need to be everything to everyone, but you do need to be known for something. So what is your superpower? What is the transformation that you create? Because when that's clear, people don't just listen, they lean in. When you're doing your personal brand, think about consistency and platform. You don't need to be everywhere. Pick one or two places that you actually enjoy showing up and be consistent, because your audience doesn't need your message once. They need to see it again and again until they trust you. Consistency is the name of the game. You didn't go to school where the teacher only showed up sometimes, did you? They showed up every single day. Create your content and be consistent, because consistency is the only thing that builds the only thing that sells, which is trust. This is my favorite one. Name your method. If you don't have a method, get one, because this is where you shine. Put your name on the transformation that you promise and the steps that people will take to achieve it. This is where a lot of purpose-driven entrepreneurs leave money on the table. They have deep wisdom, real experience, powerful insights, but it's not structured, it's not packaged, so it's not clear. If you don't name your process, your method, people can't understand it. And if they can't understand it, they don't know how it can help them in their life. And you know, if that's true, then they can't buy it either. This is part of what I do in our week-long immersions that I host every month. I give you my method for creating and labeling your method, because this is your signature. Once you package your purpose and you have a method that is your signature method for the transformation that you create in people's lives, then you have something to offer the world, because you package your purpose Once you do that, you can sell it and it becomes an energetic exchange. And once you have something to sell, you have something to scale. And we scale with a premium offer, not more followers or more content, a premium offer, because your premium offer isn't just a product that you sell. It's a part of your purpose. You shouldn't have to struggle financially to do what you love. But if people can't understand, they can't buy it. So if you're unclear about what your purpose is, click on the link below to get my free downloadable guide. You will find it inside my schoolroom, the Energetic Ad Lab, where you will meet other purpose-driven entrepreneurs who are sharing your journey. Remember this, your purpose becomes profitable when it becomes clear and repeatable. So you want to, in building your brand, you also want to build a tribe. You're not just here to build an audience, you're here to build a movement. People crave belonging. They want to feel seen, understood. They want to be part of something bigger. And they don't just follow information, they follow identity. They follow people who reflect who they want to become. This is your identity shift. Ask yourself, again, who do I need to become in order to be the leader that other people will follow? I believe that people are craving leadership that you, as a purpose-driven entrepreneur, can bring more than anyone else. Because that course you created, that meditation, that healing, that channel, that book, that artwork, there is a whole community of people waiting for you to be visible and to step forward. They're already looking for you. Next, school versus church. Okay, let's talk about this for just a minute. Most people are creating content like trade school. Step 1, step 2, step 3, and that's helpful, but it's not what changes lives, and it's not what people will buy from you. They want help now more than ever interpreting their world. They want clarity in their lives. They want peace, joy, healing, transformation. What changes lives is helping people see their world differently. This is what I call church. You're helping people understand who they are and how to navigate their lives with grace and ease. And when that shifts, everything shifts. So emphasize stories over facts. If you want people to trust you, share your stories. Stories are the thread that weave humanities together, and they are the one thing that stops the human brain long enough to allow attention and focus. Don't believe me? Go turn on a TV. Start watching a movie. See how quickly your brain disengages with your world and engages with the story. So tell your stories, tell your struggles, tell your breakthroughs, because people don't connect with perfect. They connect with real. And any good speaker, any good writer already knows this to be true. They don't open a talk with a bunch of data and facts. They open with their life story, a real life story. They talk about their own transformation or one of their clients' story. How did you get here? And the struggles that you encountered along the way. This is pure gold and it's already yours. So stop watering it down. This is another place where purpose-driven entrepreneurs get stuck. They dilute their message. They don't stay in their lane. And they try to speak to everyone, like we talked about earlier. They try to get liked and they try to get favored in the algorithm. But in doing that, you're missing the people who may need you the most. They try to say anything in a way that feels safe by changing their message. But safe doesn't create movement. Again, clarity does and truth does. Your authenticity. You're not here to be liked by everyone. You are here to reach the people who need you. Your message matters, but how you present it matters too. And you matter. How you dress, the hairstyle you wear, the common language that you use consistently, your presence, your energy, your visuals, they all communicate something. Because when your signal is clear, your energy is clear. People can trust that. That signal can be your signature. It can be your colors. It can be your tagline. It can be the room you record from. So if you're a purpose-driven entrepreneur and you're showing up and you're posting and creating but not seeing results, ask yourself, am I building a business or am I just making noise? If you're ready to actually turn your purpose into something that creates income, I've created a free guide for you called Package Your Purpose. I'm going to link it below. It's in my Energetic Ad Lab, and I will look forward to seeing you there.